If you have been feeling overwhelmed, reactive, or like stress is running the show lately, this episode is for you. Today, we're talking about a simple mindset shift that can help you move from constant stress to a place of grounded strength and gratitude and peace, even in the middle of a busy life.
One, two, three, four.
Hi, I am Carrie Marie, and this is season 3 of Holistic Mama Speaks, the podcast where I share tips and insights and real talk about living happier, living healthier, living more abundantly, and living on purpose. From prioritizing and time management to detoxing and realigning your body, home life, work life, boosting self-worth, confidence, to holistic wellness, family, relationships, and everything in between. I've got you covered. That's why it's holistic. Whether you are juggling mom life, chasing your big dream, or just looking for ways to feel better inside and out, you are in the right place. And I'm so excited that you are here. So just a quick note, I am not a doctor, therapist, or financial advisor. I'm just here to share what's worked for me and others who I've worked with, and from what I've learned and picked up along the way. So for a full disclosure on everything, head on over to holisticmamaspeaks.com. Let's dive into the episode. Stress touches every part of our lives these days. Work, family, daily responsibilities, the constant noise of the world. Even when we try to stay positive, sometimes the weight of the world and everything going on feels too much. Doesn't it sometimes feel like you have like a backpack of heavy bricks on you that you don't even realize you're carrying around? But here's something that most people don't realize. There's one simple mindset shift that can turn stress into strength, heaviness into clarity, and overwhelm into a sense of grounded peace and purpose. And once you learn how to use it, oh boy, literally it changes the way you move through your entire day. So here's the shift from moving from reaction to gratitude. Might seem tricky. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good idea. You've probably heard of gratitude journals. Maybe you've started one and you're like, oh, that sounds good. Yep, But really, being truly grateful for something is a biological, chemical, and emotional reset button. I know it sounds crazy. Literally, there's been research done at the University of California. They found out that regular gratitude practice can lower stress hormones by up to 23%, improve sleep quality, and increase the feelings of connection and happiness. That's pretty powerful, huh? Just being grateful. Okay. So there's also been other studies done. We're going to dive a little bit more into this, but other studies have been done that shows that gratitude actually rewires the brain's stress response. How incredible. It's rewiring our brain and it's helping you to stay grounded even when life feels chaotic. So when you shift from reacting to everything around you to becoming intentionally grateful for something in that moment, the pressure all of a sudden eases. Your breath slows down, your mind clears, and suddenly the things that felt overwhelming to start with all of a sudden feel manageable again. It's simple, yet incredibly powerful. And I know you're probably thinking, that seems too hard. Gratitude is hard. When I am feeling overwhelmed, when I am feeling super stressed, I can't be grateful. Most people love the idea of gratitude, but then they struggle to actually feel it. Not because they're ungrateful. I mean, I'm sure that you are grateful for things, right? but it's because the mind is often weighed down by all of the emotional clutter, old stress patterns, stuck points that they didn't even realize that they were carrying. Are you one of them? I mean, raise your hand if you feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your back, if you are stressed out beyond belief, if you are overwhelmed, if you got way too much going on in your life and you're like, I can't even think about being grateful right now. I cannot even focus on that. The emotional heaviness literally makes it difficult to access a sense of calm, let alone gratitude, right? I mean, when was the last time you felt truly, truly super calm? But that's exactly why people feel stuck, even when they're trying to think positive, because it's easier said than done, right? You can't pour gratitude on top of emotional overwhelm and expect for it to work. You have to make room for it first. Hey, friend, just a quick pause in our show. I just wanted to mention if this is really hitting home with you so far, I created something that I think that you will love. My new workbook, Unstickify Your Life, is a 30-day journey designed to help you to get unstuck, reset, and thrive in your life. Check it out at unstickifyyourlife.com. So here's where we get into it because you have to make room for it because it's amazing to feel grateful about things. And it's amazing to be like, okay, yeah, I want to shift. I want to focus on gratitude. But when you've got all these things that are holding you stuck, it's like, that's all you can think about. And you can't even think about being grateful. That's where the stuck point scan actually often creates the biggest shift for people that I work with because not because it magically makes stress disappear. No, it doesn't do that. Sorry to tell you, I don't have the magic cure for stress. But it does is that it clears emotional fog that keeps a lot of people blocked and feeling reactive and feeling hopeless because we all have these stuck points. We all have these things that have been holding us back and keeping us stuck in all of these different areas. And it is almost like putting up this little block that's not allowing you to get to that next level, to feeling calm or clear or being able to be grateful for all of the things. So I'm just going to give you two examples, two people who went through the process of a stock point scan with me. So one person said, my day started like a typical day. I was in self beat up mode and it spiraled very quickly into a deep and heavy sadness. I mean, can any of you relate to that? Beating yourself up a little bit and then all of a sudden feeling like super stressed, super sad. Anyway, she said, I felt defeated without much hope. After my 15-minute session with Carrie Marie, I felt lighter and didn't feel like I was going to break into more tears. By the end of the day, I felt joyful, productive, and quite accomplished. I'm so grateful. I can't wait to book another session. How amazing is that? To be able to literally turn that around. I wanted to share that with you because I want you to realize that there is hope. There is hope for you out there. And then another person that I worked with said, Carrie Marie cleared three points for me and a veil was lifted immediately. I feel more like myself than I have in a decade. If you have thought about reaching out to her, don't wait. You are close to an amazing change. I am excited for you. Seriously, ask her how. It can be life-changing. Which I'm so grateful for these people to trust me with their lives and to allow me to release some stuck points that they have been holding on to and for writing such kind things. I'm just so grateful for them. And I am able to be so grateful and just feel this sense of love and gratitude toward them because I no longer have the stuck points. I've released so many for myself, believe me. And when that emotional clutter lifts, it's like gratitude just becomes natural instead of being forced. You don't feel like, oh, I've got to write down all the things I'm grateful for. No, it's just amazingly natural. It just happens. Hope all of a sudden reappears, energy returns, stress no longer feels like it's overwhelming you and controlling you. How amazing. So, let's talk a little bit more about the gratitude and how you can put it into practice year round. Because different times of the year, specifically around different holiday times, some, and especially Thanksgiving, which it's not Thanksgiving right this very moment as I'm recording this, but it's one of those holidays. Even all holidays, I feel like, though, remind us to just pause and to be a little bit thankful for things, grateful for the our loved ones, grateful for the time of the year that it is. So whether you're celebrating a birthday, celebrating Valentine's Day, celebrating St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all of the things when you're celebrating, you're already in that mood of gratitude, right? You're in this excited mood, and you deserve to live a life where you're feeling like that every day, that you're not just focused on it those few times of the year when there is some sort of a celebration or a holiday, but you're able to practice gratitude and feel joy every day. So, here is a few things that you can do. All right. I'm going to give you 5 things. I like to give you 5 tips. If you listen to last week's episode, you'll know that. Hey, friend, another quick pause. If you are ready to go even deeper on this journey and truly start getting unstuck, I'd love to invite you to join the Unstickify Your Life Academy. As a very special gift to my listeners, you can receive free access to the Academy right now. Plus, you will be entered to win a free stuck point scan where we'll just pinpoint the biggest area that you may be stuck in and that's holding you back. Visit holisticmamaspeaks.com/academy to learn more and to grab your free access. Your next level might just be one step away. So, number one is start and end your day with 3 things you're grateful for. This small little shift trains your mind to notice the things that are important to you and what you are supporting and what is helping you in your life instead of what is draining you. So, if you're focused more on the joys that you have in your life and the little things, like it could be that you wake up in the morning and you are just so grateful for your bed. You're like, you know what? I needed that sleep. I needed that sleep, and I am so grateful for my bed. It is amazing. Or maybe you are so grateful for that first cup of coffee in the morning. Anyone else feel grateful for that? So think about those little things in life. Maybe you get to wake up beside a loved one or see your babies or see your pets, whatever it is. Maybe they are the joys in your life and you're so grateful for them. Think about those things in the morning. And again, this should feel natural, especially once you've really stuck points that are no longer kind of clogging you down and holding you back. All of a sudden, you're thinking of things you're grateful for all the time. And before you go to bed, think about those 3 things because then you're thinking about it before you go to bed. As you're falling off to sleep, you're thinking about the 3 things that you are so grateful for. And it could be things you're grateful for that happened throughout the day, that day. I like to do that. That's fun. It could just be people or situations or things, anything. There is no right or wrong way or nothing that is not able to be that you're able to be grateful for. So keep that in mind. Try starting your day and ending your day with thinking of at least 3 things you're grateful for. And the cool thing is once you start doing this, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have way more than 3 things. At first, the 3 things might be hard to think of, but then as you get going with it, you're like, oh, wow, I am grateful for so many things. I am so grateful for peanut butter. Yum, that stuff is delicious, especially with chocolate. Right? Like think about those little things. I am so grateful for nail files because, I tend to get a hangnail occasionally and I just want to file that right off. I can't stand those rough nails, whatever it is. Think about those things. It's like it's the silliest things, but also if you take a moment to be like, I am just so grateful for that. I am so grateful for Zoom. If it weren't for Zoom, I wouldn't be creating this to you, right? So, all right. Number 2, do a 1-minute gratitude reset when stress hits. Okay. So if you are all of a sudden getting stressed out and you're like, I'm getting stressed, I'm getting overwhelmed, take a second to close your eyes. Make sure you're not driving, of course, before you do this. Close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and name one good thing in your life right now. your body will respond within seconds. And especially if you do that with like a deep breath, really deep breath, and then let it on out, along with thinking of that one thing that you are so grateful for with your eyes closed. Oh my goodness, what a shift. It does not take long. Believe me, it does not take long. Number three, this one's a fun one. I hope you have fun with this. Tell someone you're grateful for them. This is the practice that literally strengthens relationships and also brings light to other people's day. And you know what? It's contagious. The more that you shine yourself and the more that you bring that little bit of love and joy into somebody else's life just by telling them what you're grateful for about them. Woo! You would not believe how much it's going to brighten that person's day. And then all of a sudden, everybody in their life is now impacted because they're in a better mood that day. And it's going to strengthen that relationship with you so much more. If that person, if you are recognizing in that person what you're grateful for about them, oh, that means so much. So much. Oh, I can't wait to hear about this. I need you to tell me a little bit about these experiences as you're going through these things, okay? Number four, create a gratitude trigger. This is kind of fun too. Pick something that you do every day. Every single day, like what is something that you do? Maybe it's making coffee, maybe it's brushing your teeth. Let that one thing be your trigger, your little cue to pause and choose gratitude. So maybe you're there brushing your teeth and you're like, I am just so grateful for this toothpaste. It is making my breath smell good. It is making my teeth clean, whatever it is. That's just a simple thing you can do while you're brushing your teeth. But maybe it's like, I am so grateful to have woken up this morning. I am breathing. I am here. Anything that comes into your mind. It doesn't have to be while you're brushing your teeth. It can literally be while you're making or pouring your coffee. It could be anything. What's something that you do regularly? And you know what? In the very beginning, when you start this, you might have to put a sticky note up because sometimes you might forget that that's supposed to be your trigger. So, where you're brushing your teeth, where you're making your coffee, or wherever you're doing those regular things you do every single day, put a little sticky note up. And all I can say is, I am so grateful for dot, 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 and then you fill in the blank. So fun, right? All right, last but not least, number five, unstick the emotional patterns blocking your clarity. This is where the stuck point scan really becomes incredibly powerful. Because when old stress and emotional weight are released, guess what? Woohoo! Gratitude and mental peace flow more easily. Okay? So give it a try. Give the stuck point scan a try. And if you're ready to go deeper, if you're ready to have more clarity, more peace, more purpose, here's a few ways that you can take intentional steps next. After you've done those five things that I just suggested to you, here's a few things that might be helpful to you. Unstickify your life coaching. It is a powerful way to break through emotional blocks, old patterns, and overwhelm so that you can move forward with clarity and with confidence. Another one, the Unstickify Your Life Academy. It is a supportive community with tools, with teachings, with monthly growth sessions to help you build calmer, stronger, and more aligned days and life in total. The Unstickify Your Life book, it is a month-long companion for strengthening your mindset, boosting your gratitude, and reconnecting with the life you were meant to be living. It is a 30-day workbook. And then, of course, I already mentioned stuck point scans. It's literally a simple 15-minute session that helps you to release the biggest emotional blocks holding you back from clarity, from peace, and from gratitude. Okay? So don't wait for that next thing. Don't wait for the next celebration, the new year, the next milestone. When I turn 30, when I turn 40, when I turn 50. No, no, don't wait. Don't wait for anything out there, anything external to change how you feel, because you know what? Gratitude is always available to you. Strength is always available to you. Growth is always available to you. Always. You already hold the power to shift from stress to strength today. One small choice, one intentional moment, one step toward clarity. Literally, that's all it takes. You've got this. And I want you to share with me what you're doing to shift. Take one small action from what you learned in today's episode and message me. Find me on the holisticmamaspeaks.com website, on our social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Find us, send a message, and let me know what you're doing to shift and how it's changing your life. With that, have an amazing and beautiful rest of your day. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me today for Holistic Mama Speaks. If you loved this episode, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Share it with a friend who needs some help and encouragement and who really just needs to hear what's in this episode. And also don't forget to leave a review and or rating wherever you are listening to this podcast. It helps the podcast to reach those who need to hear this message. So you can also head on over to holisticmamaspeaks.com for show notes, for free resources, and for more to support you along your journey. Thank you again for joining me today. See you next time.